Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back to Fluento, everyday English for real life. I'm Anna.
And I'm David. And before we say anything else, I want to ask you something personal.
Ooh, okay, David. Personal. Go ahead.
Have you ever studied English for months, or maybe even years, and then someone asks you a simple question in English and your mind just goes completely blank?
Oh no, are you reading my diary?
Because that happened to me. I studied English in school for 6 years. 6! And then I met a tourist who asked me, "Excuse me, where's the train station?" And I literally said nothing. I just pointed.
You pointed. You gave them the international language of the finger.
The man probably thought I was broken.
But here is the thing. If that story sounds familiar to you, I want you to know something right now. You are not broken. You are not bad at languages. You were just taught the wrong way. And that is exactly what today's episode is about.
Today, we are talking about what actually works when it comes to learning English, not the textbook version, the real version.
The version nobody told us about in school. So if you are ready for that, stay with us. This one is going to change how you think about your English journey. Okay, David, let's start with something I hear all the time. People say to me, Anna, I'm not ready to speak English yet. I need to learn more first.
Yes, I said that exact sentence for about 3 years.
And let me guess, after 3 years, did you suddenly feel ready?
No, actually, I felt more nervous because now I had more things to be wrong about.
Oh, that is so real. The more you study without speaking, the more pressure builds up inside. And when the moment comes to actually talk, boom, the pressure explodes and nothing comes out.
It's like filling a balloon with air and never letting it go. It just gets bigger and more scary.
I love that image. So, what is the fix? The fix is start before you feel ready.
Okay, but Anna, give us something practical here, because saying just speak is easy to say. But if I only know 20 words in English, what do I actually do?
Great question. So here is what I tell people. Think about a baby. A baby learning to walk does not wait until their legs are strong enough. They stand up, they fall, they stand up again. And every single fall teaches their body something.
So the falling is part of the learning.
Exactly. And for language, the falling is making mistakes, saying the wrong word, using the wrong tense, using your hands to help explain. All of that is learning in action.
So let's do a little role play here. Anna, pretend I just started learning English. I know maybe 15 words, okay? And you are a native English speaker I just met. Go.
Okay. Hey, nice to meet you. What's your name?
I am David. I am from Spain. My English is not good. Sorry.
Oh, that's totally fine. Your English is great. Are you visiting here?
I visit. I am here 5 days. Is beautiful city.
Okay, stop. Did anyone die?
No.
Was the message clear?
Completely clear.
Did the grammar matter?
Not at all. I understood everything.
That is the secret that nobody teaches in school. Communication is the goal, not perfect grammar, not perfect pronunciation. Getting your message across, that's success.
And honestly, when I pretended to be that beginner just now, I felt something. I felt the relief of just trying, of not overthinking it.
That relief is your brain's natural state when you stop performing and start communicating.
Okay, so we've talked about speaking early, but what about the people who say, I don't have anyone to practice with? I live in a small town, my family doesn't speak English. What do I do?
This is a really important question, and I have a lot of feelings about it because I grew up in a small city. No English speakers around me, no language school nearby, and I still became fluent. So I'm living proof that your environment doesn't have to stop you.
So what did you do?
Okay, so the first thing I did, and this sounds small, but it made a huge difference. I changed the language on my phone to English.
Oh, that is terrifying.
It was. For the first 2 days, I couldn't find my alarm settings. I had no idea where anything was.
So what happened?
I figured it out because I had to. And when you have to, you learn incredibly fast. The word notifications was burned into my memory forever after that week.
So necessity is a great teacher.
The best teacher. Okay, so another thing I did, I started watching my favorite show again, but this time in English.
Oh, which show?
That's private. But the point is, I already knew the story. I had seen it in my own language. So when I watched it in English, I wasn't confused about the plot. I could focus on the words.
That's clever. You use something familiar to learn something new.
And here's a tip inside the tip. Use English subtitles, not subtitles in your own language, because your brain is lazy. If it can read in your language, it will. It will completely ignore the English audio.
My brain is absolutely lazy. I can confirm this.
All of our brains are. That's why you have to make it work. English subtitles force your brain to connect what it hears with what it reads in English.
So both things happen together, hearing and reading in the same language at the same time.
And eventually, you start noticing, oh wait, I understood that sentence before I even read it.
That must feel amazing.
It feels like a superpower. It really does.
Okay, what about music? I know a lot of learners love English music. Is that actually helpful?
Yes, but with one condition. Don't just listen, look up the lyrics. Read them. Try to understand what the song is saying. Sing along if you can.
Even if I sing badly?
Especially if you sing badly, because singing teaches you rhythm and stress. And in English, the stress, which syllable you push, it really changes how natural you sound.
Can you give an example?
Sure, say this sentence. I don't know what you mean.
I don't know what you mean.
Beautiful. Now say it flat, like every word is equal. I don't know what you mean.
I don't know what you mean.
You sound like a robot reading a recipe.
A very serious recipe.
Exactly. The stress and the rhythm are what make you sound human. And music trains that part of your brain in a way that grammar books simply cannot.
Okay, Anna, I want to bring up something that might sound a little strange. You've mentioned before that you used to talk to yourself in English, like out loud, alone.
I still do.
Really?
Every single morning. When I'm making breakfast, I narrate what I'm doing. Like a cooking show host, but with no audience.
So what does that sound like?
Okay, I'll show you. Good morning, everyone. Today, Anna is making eggs. She is cracking them very carefully because last week she got shell in the pan and it was not ideal.
This is amazing. You host a cooking show in your own kitchen for nobody.
For nobody and everybody. It helps me in 3 ways. First, it helps me discover which words I'm missing. If I want to say the pan is heating up and I don't know the word heating, now I know I have a gap. I go find the word.
So you find your own weak spots.
Exactly. Second, it builds fluency because I'm practicing speaking without anyone judging me. No pressure, no fear.
And third?
Third, by the time I talk to a real person, my mouth is already warmed up. It's like stretching before exercise.
That is such a great way to think about it. Your mouth is a muscle, basically.
Completely. And muscles need to be warm before they perform.
Okay, I want to try this right now. David is currently sitting in a recording studio. He is looking at his notes. He is wondering why he didn't know about this technique 10 years ago.
Perfect. You just spoke 4 sentences of natural English with 0 hesitation.
Oh, I really did, didn't I?
Because you weren't thinking about being correct. You were just describing what was real. And that is the whole secret right there. Real context removes the fear.
So for our listeners, try this tomorrow morning. When you wake up, just start narrating, in your head or out loud. I am waking up. I am walking to the bathroom. I cannot find my toothbrush. Whatever is happening, describe it in English.
And don't worry about being perfect. The goal is to keep the English moving in your brain, on your tongue, every single day.
Okay, let's talk about something really exciting, because you don't actually have to practice alone. Even if you live somewhere with no English speakers around you, there is a whole world of people online who want to do exactly what you want to do.
This changed everything for me personally. The moment I found online communities, my English took off.
So where do people find these communities?
Everywhere, honestly. Reddit has incredible English learning communities. Discord has servers for basically every hobby you can imagine. And here's the key. Don't join a general English group. Join a group for something you actually love.
Why does that matter?
Because if you love cooking, join an English cooking community. If you love football, join an English football fan group. If you love horror movies, photography, gardening, anything,
Join that group in English.
join that group in English. Because now you have something to talk about that excites you. You're not thinking, oh no, am I using the right tense? You're thinking, oh my goodness, did you see that match last night?
Passion kills fear. I love that.
It really does. When you care about the topic, language becomes the vehicle, not the destination.
Ah, that's beautiful. Can I write that down?
Yes, please. So let's say our listener loves photography. David, give them an example. How do they start?
Okay, so search for photography groups on Reddit, something like r/photography. Look at the posts, read the comments, even just reading the conversations is practice. You're seeing how real native speakers talk informally.
And when you feel ready, and remember, you don't have to feel 100% ready,
Because we talked about that.
post a photo, write a caption in English, ask a question. What do you think about this lighting? Something simple.
And people will respond.
They will respond, and you will have a real conversation with a real person about something you genuinely care about. That is more valuable than any textbook exercise.
What about texting and messaging? Does that count as real practice?
100% yes. And I'll tell you why it's actually great for beginners. When you send a text message, you have time to think. You are not on the spot. You can write something, look at it, fix it, then send it.
So it's like training wheels for conversation.
Exactly. And every time someone replies and you understand them, that is a small win. And small wins build confidence. And confidence leads to speaking. It all connects.
You know, I think that is one of the most underrated things about learning a language. The emotional side, the confidence, the feeling of, I can actually do this.
It's everything. You can know every grammar rule in English, but if you don't believe in yourself, you will freeze when the moment comes. So we have to build the belief alongside the skills.
Okay, I know this next part is going to make some people uncomfortable, Anna. Tell them the truth about grammar.
Okay, here we go. Stop studying grammar rules in isolation. I said it.
She said it, everyone.
I don't mean grammar doesn't matter. It does. But studying a list of rules isolated from real language is one of the least effective ways to actually improve.
Can you explain that more? Because a lot of people, including me once, really believed that grammar was the key.
So think about how you learned your first language, your mother tongue. Did your mother sit you down at age 2 and say, now, darling, let's discuss the past perfect continuous tense?
No, she definitely did not.
She said things to you, again and again, in real situations. Come here, don't touch that. Do you want more food? And your brain absorbed the patterns.
So patterns are more powerful than rules.
So much more powerful, because patterns become instinct. Rules stay in your head as something you have to consciously check. And you can't check rules in the middle of a fast conversation.
That is so true. When I'm speaking fast, I don't have time to think, is this a situation for the present perfect or the simple past? I just have to go.
And if you've absorbed the pattern from hearing and reading it hundreds of times, your mouth just knows. It sounds right to your ear.
So instead of learning the rule for present perfect, I should, read examples, listen to examples?
Learn whole phrases. Don't learn the rule have plus past participle. Learn the phrase, I've never tried sushi. She's already left. Have you seen this film? Your brain absorbs the structure without you even realizing it.
That feels so much lighter, like I don't have to carry a grammar rule book in my head.
You don't. Your brain will build the rule book automatically from enough input, from enough reading and listening. It is genuinely incredible what the human brain can do when you just feed it enough real language.
Okay, so what about mistakes? Because I know our listeners worry about this. They're afraid of saying something wrong.
Oh, this is close to my heart. Can I tell you a quick story?
Please.
So, when I was about 17, I was on a trip and I had to order food in English at a cafe. And I wanted to say, I'd like a glass of water, please. But I panicked, and what came out was, I want a water glass, please.
Okay, that's fine, actually.
The waiter looked at me for 1 second and brought me a glass of water.
Because he understood you.
Because he understood me. And in that moment, I realized the mistake didn't matter. The communication worked. And I learned something that day that no classroom ever taught me. Imperfect language that connects is infinitely more valuable than perfect language that stays silent.
Wow, that really is the secret, isn't it?
It really is.
All right, we are coming towards the end of today's episode, and I want to talk about something that I think is the glue that holds all of this together, and that is consistency.
Oh, yes, this one.
Not intensity, not studying for 8 hours on a Saturday, but a little every single day.
Think of it like watering a plant. If you pour a bucket of water on a plant once a month, what happens?
The plant dies.
The plant dies. But if you water it a little every day, it grows slowly, steadily, beautifully.
Your English is the plant.
Your English is the plant. Even 10 minutes a day is more powerful than 2 hours once a week, because your brain needs regular contact with the language to keep it active.
And it doesn't have to feel like studying. That's what we've been saying all episode.
Exactly. Listening to an English podcast on your commute, that counts. Reading an article in English while you have your morning coffee, that counts. Texting a language partner for 5 minutes before bed, that counts.
It all adds up.
It all adds up. Every single drop fills the bucket.
Okay, so let's put this all together. Anna, give us the quick summary. What are the real secrets we talked about today?
Okay, number 1, start speaking before you feel ready. The readiness comes from doing, not from waiting.
Number 2?
Surround yourself with English in your daily life. Your phone, your TV, your music. Make English your environment.
Number 3?
Talk to yourself. Narrate your day. Find your vocabulary gaps. Warm up your mouth.
Number 4?
Find online communities around topics you love. Make friends. Make English social.
Number 5?
Learn through patterns and phrases, not just grammar rules. Let your brain absorb the structure naturally.
And number 6?
Be consistent. A little every day. Water your plant.
That is such a great list. Before we say goodbye, we want to hear from you, because this channel is not just us talking at you, this is a community.
Yes. So, here is your challenge for today. In the comments below, tell us which one of these 6 secrets is the one you are going to try first.
Maybe it's changing your phone language. Maybe it's finding a Discord community about your favorite hobby. Maybe it's just narrating your breakfast tomorrow morning.
Whatever it is, write it down, because writing it makes it real. And when you write it here, you have this whole Fluento family cheering you on.
And if you're feeling brave, share one sentence in English in the comments. Just one. About your day, your weekend, what you had for dinner, anything.
We read every single comment, and we cheer for every sentence. Because we know how much courage it takes. We really do.
One more thing before we go. If today's episode helped you even a little, please share it with one person who is learning English, maybe a friend, a classmate, a family member.
Because the gift of helping someone feel less alone in their language journey, that is a really beautiful thing to give.
Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Every day we bring you real, practical, everyday English without the stress and without the boring textbooks.
You are already further along than you think. Honestly, the fact that you are here, watching, listening, trying, that already makes you someone who is going to succeed.
We believe in you. We genuinely do.
See you in the next one. Keep going, keep growing.
And keep speaking. Bye.